Hey guys, welcome back to Just Piddlin Barbecue. Today I'm going to show you how to do this signature pit barrel cooker chicken out on the pit barrel cooker. So stay tuned. Alright guys, first things first, we've got to cut this bird in half because we're going to be cooking chicken halves. And I've already done one, so now I'm going to show you how to do the other one. Just want to take this backbone out, cut it right down the middle. And there's your backbone. Okay, now what you can do, go right down the middle right here of the breastbone, pop it, slice it right through. Now you have two chicken halves. There you go. Now we're going to wash these real good and then we'll season them up. Alright, I just washed these in the sink. I'm going to blot them dry. I've already blotted the other side just to get a little moisture off of them. And I'm going to set that to the side. Now also a quick note, when you're working with chicken or anything else, but especially chicken, you want to be mindful of cross-contamination. Now I just put on a new glove. I don't have anything on this hand now. I've washed it, put on a new glove. And so this is going to be the hand that I move the chicken around with. And then this is going to be the hand that I apply the rub with. That way I'm not contaminating my rub shakers. I'm not cross-contaminating the table or anything else that I might touch with this hand, my olive oil or anything else. So just be mindful of that. All right, I'm going to put some olive oil on the chicken. Just to use as a little binder to help the rub stick. And plus it'll help give it a little bit more, get a little more color on the skin. So I'm going to do that on the underside, and I'm doing the underside first so that once I get the rub on the underside, I can flip it over, and then I'm not going to mess up the presentation on the top. Now, two of these halves, I'm going to go in with all-purpose rub from Pit Barrel Cookers. It's got a nice all-purpose smell to it, like a seasoned salt almost. And you can go pretty liberal with this. Make sure you lift up the fat on the chicken leg and get all those pieces in there. And on the other one, I'm going to go with the Meat Church Honey Hog Hot. And I know it's a hog rub technically, but this stuff tastes awesome. I love it, and so I'm going to go with it. Use whatever kind of rub that you want to use. It's your chicken. Do the other one. Anywhere where there's meat, try to get some rub on it. Okay, now let's flip it over. Same thing on the other side. Again, I'm using just my glove hand to flip over the chicken. Okay, a little more olive oil. Rub that around, get that all around under the wings. And now, back to the honey hog on this side. Lift that wing part up and get that meat under there. And really, if you can get to it, pull back a little of that skin on the breast meat. You can dust some of that on there too. And then back with the pit barrel all-purpose rub on this side. You can really see the peppers, ground black pepper in this one. And there we go. Now they're seasoned up. Now it's time to get the cooker smoking, heated up, and ready to go. One more thing before we go out to the pit barrel. I'm gonna show you how to hook these. Now you wanna hold them up at the top where that wing and the legs facing down. And then you wanna go right through the back, and I like keeping that finger right there on the joint where the wing is, because that's where I wanna come back through, right there. So it catches that wing right there. And that's how your chicken's gonna hang. One more time. There's the joint of the wing. Get your finger right there and catch a spot where it's gonna come right through. Now at this point, you've kind of handled your chickens a little bit. So if it needs a little touch up with the rub, after you wash your hands, then you can go ahead and do that. Now I'll see you how to cook it. All right, I just got my charcoal poured into the basket. And now we're getting these chickens on. And there we go. Now I do have a couple of apple chips that I sprinkled on top and one chunk about that big of hickory on top. Now I'm just gonna let it go. Probably an hour and a half. I'll come out here and check on it, see how it's doing, check a temp, and then we'll go from there. I'll bring you back then. All right, it's been exactly 2 hours and 10 minutes roughly. I just came out here and checked them with a thermopop, and all four of them are within 1 degree of each other. This thing cooked absolutely even. The breasts are around 167. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them off. They look great. Let's go ahead and get them off, get them inside. I'm gonna tin them with some foil and let them rest for a little bit. Juice is dripping off of them. Beautiful. And now let's get them inside. I'm going to cover them with foil, let them rest for a little bit. See you inside. All right, we just brought it in here and let it rest for about 15 minutes, I guess. And then I pieced everything apart. I've got the breast meat on the sides, the wings in the front, legs in the middle, and the thighs in between. Everything turned out great. It was about 2 hours, 10 minutes. Each one of the halves were at just around 167. They were just right there together, which means everything in that barrel cooks really even. So you don't have to worry about one half being 10 degrees ahead of the other. So that really turned out great. The biggest thing is that it was easy. There was nothing really to worry about. I put it on and I let it go for 2 hours. Checked it at about one and a half hours. And 2 hours and 10 minutes, I was taking it off. And now let's give a little taste test. And I'm gonna get some of that breast meat right there. Right off the bat, it's a great smoked flavor, but I could already smell it when I brought it in. Plenty of juice in the chicken, very juicy. A little smoke in there. As easy as can be if you want to do chicken. Pit barrel cooker's the way to go as far as simplicity. It's not hard at all. Follow the instructions and you can't mess it up. I'm gonna finish eating my chicken, and until next time, I'll be piddling.